Iran is going to regret crossing Trump after the bold thing he just did. President Donald Trump has made it clear to Iran that the United States will no longer cower to threats made by them. He has threatened to fight back against their violent rhetoric by any means necessary. And he just did one thing that is sure to make Iran regret everything bad they've ever said about the United States. In 2015, then President Barack Obama signed the Iran nuclear deal. That deal has been seen as one of the worst deals ever signed in the history of international relations. It does little to restrict Iran, while at the same time giving them massive advantages at the world stage, the type of advantages that a terrorist-funding country should not be afforded. One of those advantages was loosened trade restrictions around the world. With those loosened trade restrictions, Iran gained a lot of revenue through countries trading with them. One country that became very beneficial to Iran was Germany, who became a trade ally with Iran once the Iran nuclear deal was put into effect. So when President Donald Trump pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal and announced that the US would be reimposing the same economic sanctions that the deal reversed, it created an opportunity to really make that hurt Iran. That's when US Ambassador to Germany Richard Grenell came into play. After being appointed by President Trump, one of his first goals with Germany was to convince them to stop supporting Iran through trade. He has already done very well, convincing Germany not to make a $400 million payment from Germany's central bank to Iran. Along with that major blow to Iran, he has convinced the car company, Daimler, to cancel expansion plans in Iran. And that was just the first move in what is sure to be an operation that will economically cripple Iran. Trump also announced over Twitter that he has officially cast sanctions on Iran, adding that anybody doing business with Iran will not be doing business with the United States. These moves are setting President Trump apart from his predecessors and making it clear that the man he was on the campaign trail is who he still is. While running for office, he promised to be a strong leader who would stand up to countries who don't hold U.S. interests at heart. Iran is one of those countries. Despite former President Obama being weak with Iran, and the rest of the world, Iran is a sworn enemy not to just the United States, but to Western civilization as a whole. As an Islamic state, which has strong ties to terrorist organizations, they are not friendly to the United States. That's why, while many other countries Trump has taken a more diplomatic approach, Iran has always been handled with tough rhetoric and even tougher actions. If Trump is able to economically cripple the country, it will likely be his best chance to get them to the table to deal fairly with him. Do you think that Trump is doing a good job with his tough approach to dealing with Iran?